Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you'd be fine. Today we are going to start chapter number 3, place value and rounding of Cambridge Lower Secondary Book 8, and it's related to decimals and how to multiply numbers with 10, 100,000 or divide them with 10, 100,000. What is the reciprocal or inverse of these numbers? This is all we are going to discuss in this video. But before that, let me give you an overview that what basically are we gonna do in this particular exercise. So whenever you have numbers like you have to multiply any number by 10, it's actually equals to, or let's talk about yes, whenever we multiply a number by 10, what happens? The decimal will move one place forward. Like if I have 2.1, the decimal will move one place forward and it becomes 21. Similarly, if I have to multiply the same number with 100, the decimal will now move two places forward. And since I do not have any digit over here, so it becomes 210. And if let's say I have to multiply it by 1000, the same number, so decimal will move three places forward and it would become 2100. Okay. Now, if we have to divide a number by 10, what happens? When we divide a number by 10, the decimal will move one place backwards and it's gonna become 0.21. Similarly, when we divide any number by 100, the decimal will move two places backwards. Here it comes, so it becomes 0.021. Similarly, when we divide a number by 1000, so what happens? The decimal will move 1, 2, 3 places backwards and it's gonna become 0.0021. Now, this is clear how to multiply a number or how to divide a number by 10, 100 or 1000. Now, if we have numbers like 0.1, 0.01 and 0.001. So basically now you have to understand these three numbers very carefully. 0.1 is equals to 1 over 10. How? If we multiply 0.1 upon 1 with 10 each, so upon multiplying 0.1 with 10, decimal will move one place forward. It becomes 1 over 10. Similarly, when we multiply 0.01, since having two decimal places, so we'll multiply it with a number having two zeros, that is 100. So it's gonna become 1 whole, that is 1 over 100. So 0.01 is equals to 1 upon 100. And similarly, 0.001 is equals to 1 upon 1000. So you just have to remember that whenever you have to multiply a number by 0.01, it's actually dividing the number by 10. When you multiply a number by it was 0.1 only. Okay. When you multiply a number by 0.01, it's actually dividing the same number by 100. Similarly, multiplying a number by 0.001 is actually dividing the same number by 1000. Okay. So what is it? It's like if I multiply 2 with 0.1, so it becomes 0.2. And similarly, if I multiply the same number 2, but not multiply and I divide it by 10, so it gives me the same answer, that is 0.2. Similarly, if I have a number 98 and I have to multiply it by 0.01, so it gives me 0.98. Since there are two decimal places, so I have to put the decimal before two digits. It's equal to dividing the same number by 100. So it also gives me the same answer. So that is all we have to do in this exercise. And also, if we are dividing a number by 0.1, so it's actually multiplying the number by 10. Dividing the number by 0.01 is actually multiplying the number by 100. And dividing the number by 0.001 is actually multiplying the number by 1000. That's all we have to do in this particular exercise. So let's start from question number 1. It says 20 multiplied by 0.1. Multiply by 0.1 is actually dividing the number by 10. So it would be 20 divided by 10 is equals to 2. You see, 20 upon 10. Cut zeros with the zeros. We are left with 2 upon 1, but we do not write 1 in the denominator. So it becomes 2. 200 multiplied by 0.1 is equivalent to dividing the same number by 10. So 200 divided by 10 is equals to 20. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Now we are left with two options. 2000 multiplied by 0.1 is 2000 divided by 10. That is 20. Sorry, 200. And last, 2 multiplied by 0.1 equals to dividing the number by 10. That is 0.2. Same thing comes over here. 400 multiplied by 0.01. So what we learned about 0.01, if we are multiplying a number by 0.01, is it's equals to dividing the number by 100. Okay, so 400 multiplied by 0.01 is equals to 400 divided by 100. Okay, so cut the two zeros with the two zeros, and what are we left with? 4. Similarly, 40,000 multiplied by 0.01 is 40,000 divided by 100, which is 400. 40 multiplied by 0.01 is 40 dividing by 100 is, cut one zero with one zero, what are we left with? 4 upon 10. And when we'll cut this zero, the decimal will move one place backward. Here it becomes 0.4. Then 4,000 multiplied by 0.01 is actually 4,000 divided by 100. So 4,000 upon 100. Cut the two zeros with the two zeros, and what are we left with? 40. You see how easy it is. Now let's talk about question number 4, where we have to work out given numbers. 62 into 0.1. 62 into 0.1 equals 62 divided by 10. And when we divide 62 by 10, or let's write it like this, 62 upon 10. Okay, so when we'll cut this zero, decimal will move one place backward. It becomes 6.2. Similarly, 55 multiplied by 0.1 is actually 55 dividing by 10. Cut the zero, decimal will move one place backward. It becomes 5.5. Similarly, 125 multiplied by 0.1 is actually 125 dividing by 10. Cut the zero, decimal will move one place backward. Here it becomes 12.5. Similarly, 3.2 multiplied by 0.1 equals 3.2 upon 10. Cutting the zero, decimal will move one place backwards. Here it becomes 0.32. That's all. How simple it is. If you have to multiply any number by 0.1, you actually have to divide it by 10. Same thing we are going to do with 37 multiplied by 0.01. So if we have 0.01 and we are multiplying any number with it, so it's actually dividing the same number by 100. Now we'll cut the two zeros. Decimal will now move two places backwards, and it becomes 0.37. Similarly, 655 multiplied by 0.01 is actually 655 upon 100. Cutting the two zeros, decimal will move two places backward. Here it becomes 6.55. Okay? So jitni zyada you will practice, it would become more easy for you to solve these type of questions. Here it's 750 upon 100. 0, 0 cut, 0. Decimal will move one place backwards. Here it becomes 7.5. And then we have 4 times 0.01. It's actually 4 dividing the same number by 100. Cutting the two zeros, decimal will move two places backwards, and it becomes 0.04. That's all. Now, in the next question, we are going to learn if we have to divide any number by 0.1, then what will happen? It's actually multiplying the same number by 10. So actually 0.1 and 10 are inverse of each other. If you are dividing any number by 0.1, it's equivalent to multiplying the number by 10. If you are multiplying a number by 0.1, it's equivalent to dividing it by 10. Don't forget to change the signs. They are inverse of each other. Okay. So 2 divided by 0.1 is 2 multiplied by 10. That is 20. Similarly, 20 divided by 0.1 is 20 multiplied by 10. That is 200. 200 divided by 0.1 is 200 multiplying it by 10. So it becomes 2000. And then 0.2 divided by 0.1 is 0.2 multiplied by 10. That is 2. 2 whole. Okay. And in question number 6, we have to do the same here. In all these cases, it's dividing by 0.01. So we basically have to multiply all of these numbers. That is 4, 40, 400 and 0.4 with 100. So when we multiply 4 with 100, it's 400. 40 multiplied by 100 is 40, 100. That is 4,000. 400 multiplied by 100, there are two zeros becomes 4 zeros. So it's 40,000. Okay, because we have 4 zeros in 40,000. And 0.4 into 100 is basically you have to move decimal 2 places forward and it becomes 40. Okay. Now just do it the same way. 7 divided by 0.1 is 7 multiplied by 10. 4.5 divided by 0.1 is 4.5 multiplied by 10. 522 divided by 10 is 522 multiplied by 10. And 0.67 divided by 0.1 is 0.67 multiplied by 10. This is how it's supposed to be done. Okay, that's all. So 7 into 10 is 70. 4.5 into 10 is 45. 522 into 10 is 5220. And 0.67 into 10 is 6.7. Now let's do the remaining 4 parts, E, F, G, H. So it's 2 multiplied by 100, 8.5 times 100, 0.32 times 100, and 7.225 times 100. Okay, so 2 times 100 is 200, 8.5 times 100 is 850, 0.32 times 100 is 32. 7.225 times 100 is 722. 7,200. 722.5. Because always remember the decimal will only move 2 places forward when you are multiplying it by 100. And it will move 1 place forward if you are multiplying it by 10. Okay. So make sure you do not make any mistake over here. Now, in question number 9, it says Jake works out 23 into 0.1 and 8.3 divided by 0.01. Here, he is multiplying the number by 0.1 and dividing the number, another number, by 0.01. He checks his answers by using an inverse operation. 23 times 0.1 is 23 divided by 10, which is 2.3. Okay, and when you multiply 2.3 with 10, it is 23. So that's correct. Similarly, 8.3 divided by 0.01 is 8.3 multiplying by 100, which is 8,300. No, but this time he has made a mistake. So when he checked it out, he divided 8,300 with 100. He is not getting 8.3. Instead, he is getting 83. So the correct answer would be 830. Now we have to work out the answers to these questions and then we have to check the answers by inverse operations. So let's do it. Starting from part A, we have 18 multiplied by 0.1. It's actually 18 divided by 10. So it would be 1.8. We will do the inverse operation later on. Okay. Then we have 23.6 multiplied by 0.01. It's actually 23.6 divided by 100. When we will divide it by 100, decimal will move further 2 places backwards and it becomes 0.236. Then we have 0.6 divided by 0.1. So it's actually 0.6 multiplying it by 10. The decimal will move forward. When you multiply, decimal will move forward. When you divide, the decimal will move backwards. Okay. So it becomes 6. Okay. And then we have 4.5 divided by 0.01. So it's 4.5 multiplied by 100. Now the decimal will move 2 places forward and it's gonna become 450. Now what do we have to do next? We have to now check that if the answers we are getting correct or not. So what we will do the reverse operation. How? We will take the same numbers that we have got as the product or the quotient, that is 1.8, 0.236, 6 and 450. So what initially we were doing, we were dividing it by 10. Now we will multiply it by 10. We were dividing it by 100. Now we will multiply it by 100. We were multiplying it by 10. Now we will divide it by 10. We were multiplying it by 100. So now we will divide it by 100. And check if we are going to get the initial answer or not. So 1.8 multiplied by 10 is equals to 18. Yes, it's correct. 0.236 multiplied by 100 is 23.6. Yes, it is correct. 6 divided by 10 is equals to 0.6. Yes, it is correct. And these are the verifications, okay? 450 divided by 100, cut 10 with 10, then 45 divided by 10 is 4.5. So yes, it is also correct. It means all the answers we have got are absolutely correct. Okay, students, in this question number 10, we have to put the symbols of multiplication or division that goes in each box. So instead of looking at the number 0.1 or 0.01, we are going to look at their in reverse. That is, in case of 0.1, we will look at 10. In case of 0.01, we will look at 100. So if we have 6.7 and we have to convert it into 67, so we will multiply it by 10 because 6.7 into 10 is equals to 67. It means if it is multiplied by 10, here comes division sign. That's all. Similarly, 4.5 multiplied by, 4.5 into 0.045. You can see that the number is becoming smaller. The decimal is moving 2 places backwards. So it's becoming 0.045. It means we are dividing the number by 100. If we are dividing this number by 100, so here it must be multiplied. Okay. Then comes 0.9 and 0.09. It means it is 0.9 divided by 10. The decimal is moving 1 place backwards. So if it is divided by 10, it would be multiplied by 0.1. Next we had 550 and 5.5. So from 550 to 5.5. Here is the decimal and it's moving 2 places backwards. It means we are dividing it by 100. So if we are dividing it by 100, it means we are multiplying it by 0.01. Next we have 0.23 and the next number is 2.3. Decimal is moving 1 place forward. It means we are multiplying it by 10. If we are multiplying it by 10, it means we are dividing it by 0.1. Similarly, when we have 12 and 1200, here the decimal is here and it is moving 2 places forward. So it means we are multiplying it by 100. So if we are multiplying it by 100, it means we are dividing it by 0.01. That's all you have to do over here. Now comes question number 11. So in question number 11, we have to multiply the number by 0.1 or 0.01 or we have to divide it by the same numbers. So we have to figure out that what are we gonna do. It's 26 and 0.26. Look at the two numbers. Here the decimal is and here it has moved 2 places backwards, so it becomes 0.26. Since we are moving backward, so it means we are dividing it by 100. If we are dividing it by 100, then we are multiplying it by 0.01. Okay, dividing by 100 equals to 0.01. ठीक है, आपने सिर्फ ये देखना है कि डेसिमल आगे मूव हुआ है या डेसिमल पीछे मूव हुआ है. That's all. Next we have 3.4 and 34. Here the decimal moves 1 place forward. जब forward move किया है तो we would have multiplied it by 10, which is equivalent to dividing it by 0.1. So here comes 0.1. Then we have 0.06. And here it is 0.0006. It means the decimal have moved 2 places backwards. And it became 0.0006. It means we have divided it by 100. And dividing any number by 100 means multiplying it by 0.01. Then comes part D. Part D is 7 divided by something. It means, let's see, what are the two numbers? 7 and 70. We are multiplying it by 10. It means we are dividing it by 0.1. So here comes 0.1. Next we have 8.99 and 0.899. The decimal is moving one place backwards. It means we are dividing it by 10. And when we are dividing it by 10 means we are multiplying it with 0.1. Similarly, we have 52 and 520. So we multiply it with 10 to make it 520. And multiplying any number by 10 equals to dividing it by 0.1. So here it comes 0.1. That's all. Okay. So in some cases, we multiplied the numbers by 0.1 or with 0.01. And in the other cases, we divided the numbers by 0.1 or divided it by 0.01. So here we have completed the questions till question number 11. Inshallah, in the next video, we are going to do the rest of the questions. Until then, take care. Do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to share it with your friends. Allah Hafiz.